The story begins with a chilling narration about the ambitions of mankind. Humans had always been obsessed with pushing the boundaries of their intelligence and power. In their hunger to become superior beings, they created a virus, a man-made strain designed with one purpose: to enhance human intellect and physical capabilities. But before testing it on themselves, scientists began experimenting on apes. They wanted to see if it was safe, to ensure no risk before humans reaped the benefits of this so-called miracle cure. During one of these experiments, a monkey injected with the virus lost control. Its strength multiplied, and in its frenzy, the containment machine broke apart. That small accident turned catastrophic. The virus escaped, spreading rapidly, faster than anyone had ever imagined. It swept across the globe, infecting humans. But instead of elevating mankind, it brought destruction. Most humans who came in contact with it either died quickly, or were left alive but broken, stripped of their intelligence, unable to think or reason. Those who survived were reduced to little more than animals. Yet the virus had the opposite effect on apes. Where humans fell, apes began to rise. They gained intelligence, language, and the ability to think strategically. They evolved into something mankind had never foreseen. They could reason, build, and even dream. Over time, the apes grew into civilizations of their own, while humans fell back into the forests, living in silence, stripped of their former glory. The balance of the world had shifted forever. Among the apes, a name became legendary: Caesar. He was their first great leader, the one who united them. Caesar believed in honor, compassion, and the survival of his kind. He fought wars to protect them, but in the end, he perished. His death became the beginning of a new era. 3 centuries passed, and his legacy lived on. Now, 300 years later, we are introduced to a young ape named Noah. He is the son of the current leader of his tribe. The apes now live together in structured tribes, much like humans once did. They speak, hunt, and even carry traditions. One such ritual is tied to the mighty eagles that soar above the mountains. For generations, each young ape would climb the mountains and claim an eagle egg. Once hatched, the eagle would be raised, trained, and bonded to its owner. These birds were not only pets but symbols of pride and strength. Noah, still young, embarks on this journey with his closest friends. They climb the mountains, facing danger, but their determination is unwavering. Noah carefully chooses an egg, knowing that raising it will mark his passage into adulthood. His father, the tribe's leader, is known as the most skilled in controlling eagles, using special calls and sounds passed down through generations. Noah aspires to follow in his footsteps, that he treasures his egg, watching it with patience and hope, waiting for the day it hatches. But fate has other plans. One night, as the tribe rests, a human girl sneaks into their camp. Desperate and hungry, she steals Noah's eagle egg. Noah catches her in the act, and a frantic chase begins. The girl runs into the jungle, clutching the egg. Noah pursues her, but in the chaos, the egg shatters. His dreams are crushed. Heartbroken, Noah vows to climb the mountains once again and retrieve another egg. But before he can carry out his plan, he discovers 2 apes from his tribe, battered and on the verge of death. He kneels beside them, demanding to know who attacked them. With their final breaths, they reveal that apes from another tribe, sea apes who live near the coast, ambushed them. Their message is clear: the sea tribe despises jungle apes. Their plan is to attack, enslave, and kill anyone who resists. Noah rushes back to warn his tribe, but it's too late. The sea tribe has already struck. Their homes are ablaze, their families slaughtered or dragged away in chains. Noah searches frantically and finds his father cornered by enemy apes. He leaps to save him, but he is thrown aside. Before his horrified eyes, his father, the leader of their tribe, is killed. With his death, their people are enslaved, shackled, and taken away. When Noah awakens, the once thriving village is nothing but ashes. His father is gone, his friends taken. Grief consumes him. Standing before the pyre where his father's body burns, Noah swears an oath. He will avenge his father's death, destroy their oppressors, and free his people. With nothing left to lose, he sets out on a journey toward the sea. Along the way, Noah encounters another type of ape, more intelligent than the rest. These apes live differently, valuing knowledge and books left behind by humans. Curious, Noah asks about the strange symbols and pictures. One of them explains, "These are words, carriers of meaning, fragments of human history." He tells Noah about Caesar, the first great ape leader, who taught them unity and compassion. Caesar's words once shaped their destiny, guiding apes not to kill their own kind and to live together in tribes. This wise ape becomes Noah's companion, sharing food and stories. But soon, the human girl reappears. Noah is furious, remembering the egg she stole, but his new friend intervenes. He reminds Noah that Caesar once cared for humans, urging apes to show kindness. Moved reluctantly, Noah spares her. They feed the girl, and slowly, she earns their trust. The girl, who introduces herself as May, shocks them. She can speak. Unlike most humans, she still retains her intelligence. She explains that she belonged to a tribe of humans who could still talk and think, but they were slaughtered by the Sea tribe. She alone survived. This revelation surprises Noah and his companion, who believed humans had lost their ability to speak long ago. May becomes their ally, joining them on the dangerous path ahead. Their journey leads them deeper into the wilds, where they encounter other humans feral, broken, scrambling for food like beasts. But before they can understand what's happening, the Sea tribe attacks. Chaos erupts. Humans are slaughtered without mercy. Noah and his companions barely escape, dragging May to safety. For the first time, May begins to trust them. She shares more about her past, about the hatred of the sea apes, and about her own mission. But the path only grows more perilous. As they reach a river bridge guarded by enemy apes, they are ambushed. In the struggle, Noah's wise companion is swept away by the rushing water. Noah and May are captured, dragged before the ruthless leader of the sea apes, Proximus. Proximus is a tyrant. Brutal, merciless, and consumed by hatred for humans, he has only one dream: to rule all apes and annihilate mankind. He believes humans once enslaved apes, locking them in zoos and using them as servants. Now, he intends to make sure that day never comes again. For him, the solution is simple: kill all humans before they rise again. He forces Noah and the captives to witness his power. Along the seashore, he has built massive walls to keep out the tides. Behind these defenses lies his greatest obsession: a gigantic human military ship. Inside it is a sealed bunker filled with weapons. Every day, Proximus commands his apes to open it, but the door has resisted them. Yet he is convinced that once unlocked, the weapons inside will make him unstoppable. He will crush humans forever and enslave every ape who refuses to follow him. Noah, held prisoner, reunites with the remnants of his tribe. They whisper to him about Proximus's cruel plans, about the weapons that could change everything. May, too, shares her own secret. She reveals that she seeks something inside the bunker, not weapons, but a book. A book of language, one that could help humans regain speech and reclaim their lost intelligence. Noah is torn. For him, the only goal is to destroy the bunker, to strip Proximus of his power and free his people. May, however, insists she must first recover the book. Finally, they agree. They will open the bunker together. May will take her book, and then Noah will destroy everything. That night, they put their plan into motion. That night, under the cover of darkness, Noah, May, and a few trusted allies sneak toward the forbidden ship where the bunker is hidden. The Sea tribe's guards patrol the area, but their attention is divided, giving Noah and his companions the perfect chance to move. May's determination is fierce. She must find her book. For her, it represents hope, the chance for humans to rebuild. For Noah, this is the moment to destroy Proximus's pride and rescue his people. Using a hidden passage, they crawl into the bunker through a small opening. Inside, the air is cold and filled with shadows. Shelves of old human relics lie scattered, remnants of a civilization that once ruled the earth. May searches frantically, her hands brushing against dust and metal. Finally, she finds what she's been searching for: a book filled with diagrams and instructions. She clutches it tightly, her face lighting with relief. Meanwhile, Noah and his companions stumble upon another relic, a human storybook, filled with pictures of apes in cages, locked away in zoos, humiliated for entertainment. The images sting deeply. For the first time, Noah and his friends see the world through Proximus's eyes. They understand his hatred, his fear of humans regaining dominance. But Noah refuses to let anger cloud his mission. He steels himself. They must stop Proximus, not become like him. With May's book secured, they push open the heavy bunker doors from the inside. But their escape is cut short. Waiting for them outside is Proximus himself, flanked by his guards. His eyes burn with rage. He immediately senses betrayal. He seizes May, pressing a blade to her throat, demanding the truth. "What did you find inside?" he growls. May, defiant, refuses to surrender. But when one of the guards lunges at her, she acts. She pulls a gun, a weapon left behind in the bunker, and shoots the ape dead. The sound of the gunshot echoes like thunder across the camp. Proximus freezes, stunned by the sight of a human wielding such power. Instead of killing her, he laughs. To him, May is proof that humans remain dangerous. He offers her a deal. Give him the weapons, and he will let her and her companions go. May knows better. She can see the madness in his eyes. If Proximus gains the weapons, he will destroy everything. She refuses. Together with Noah, she enacts the final part of their plan. Noah's allies plant the bomb they built beneath the massive sea wall, the very wall that holds back the ocean. The explosion is deafening. Stone and wood shatter, and the sea roars through with unstoppable force. A massive wave crashes into the stronghold of Proximus's tribe. The water sweeps through their camp, drowning countless apes who had once sworn loyalty to him. Chaos erupts as apes scream and scatter. But the apes of Noah's tribe, trained to live among trees, climb quickly to safety. They cling to branches and ledges as the sea devours everything below. Proximus's army is obliterated, his dream of power swallowed by the tide. For a moment, it seems over. The sea washes away the tyranny that plagued them. Noah's people reunite, freed from their chains. Hope flickers in their hearts. But the nightmare isn't finished. Out of the water rises Proximus, battered but alive, his rage fiercer than ever. He storms into the jungle, where the survivors regroup. With his booming voice, he declares, "You are mine. You will all bow to me." Noah steps forward, his grief and fury boiling over. He remembers the bond his tribe has always had with their eagles, the ritual that once defined them. Lifting his head, he releases the special call his father taught him. A piercing cry echoes through the skies. Moments later, shadows descend the eagles. Dozens of massive birds swoop down, responding to Noah's command. At his signal, the eagles attack. They dive upon Proximus, their talons tearing into him, their wings beating with fury. Proximus roars, swinging wildly, but he cannot fight them all. With one final strike, the eagles lift him high into the air and hurl him into the crashing sea. This time, there is no escape. The waves consume him, dragging the tyrant into the abyss. At last, silence. Proximus is gone. The nightmare is over. Noah stands tall, his people gathering around him. For the first time, he feels the weight of leadership. He has avenged his father, freed his tribe, and restored their home. Together, they begin rebuilding, crafting new shelters, and returning to their way of life. A new chapter begins for the jungle tribe, but peace is fragile. In the post-credits sequence, we see May once again. She approaches Noah, but the reunion is tense. Noah's anger is clear. He feels betrayed. The bomb they built to destroy the bunker was used instead to break the wall. To him, May's actions prove that humans cannot be trusted. He warns her, "From now on, we will stand on our own. We will never allow ourselves to be deceived again." His words mark a turning point. The apes will grow stronger, determined to ensure no one can ever enslave them. May, however, carries her own secret. The book she retrieved is not a simple language guide. It is a satellite manual, filled with instructions on building and repairing communication satellites. She takes it to a hidden community of intelligent humans, survivors who still retain speech, memory, and knowledge. Together, they use the manual to repair an old satellite. Their goal is clear: to reach out, to find others like them, to rebuild human civilization. As the signal connects, the screen reveals scattered groups of humans around the world, intelligent, resourceful, determined. Though weakened, they are far from extinct. They vow to rise again, to restore their place on Earth, and to never fall under the shadow of the apes. The stage is set. On one side, the apes grow stronger, united under Noah, who has learned the harsh lesson of distrust. On the other, humans slowly awaken, rebuilding their voice, their technology, and their power. The fragile balance between species is on the brink once more. And with this, the film ends, not with resolution, but with the promise of an even greater battle yet to come.